Who's ready to go kayak camping? But first, you gotta find a lake in the desert and get some snacks. After that, you're gonna wanna put everything from your hiking bag into your dry bag. This is a Sea Line 50-liter roll top bag, and seemed to work out good for me so far. Kayak over to the shoreline. We got our waterproof bag, our hiking bag, and our paddle. Now all that's left to do is roll this up and embark. Well, we're all rolled up. We got our dry bag sealed. We got our boat in the water. Now it's time to get gone, I suppose. Almost. There we go. Now, can I scoot this out? Or do I have to? Okay, looks like I can scoot it out. And we are off. We got our cargo. Looks like good conditions today, not a lot of wind. Some little desert ducks. I believe the plan is we're gonna try and make it to Camper's Cove, which is that way, and see where the sun is after that. Big wave. Big wave. A lot of rough water. This asshole just started randomly circling me. And, I don't know, I'm in a glorified piece of Tupperware. He's in a motorized metal boat. I think that's a little bit weird, man. Like, take some consideration. Here we are at the mouth of the canyon. We're almost to Camper's Cove, where we'll be setting up camp for the night. I'm trying to figure out where that is. This looks like a nice mountain to hike, maybe after I grab some firewood, or in the morning after breakfast maybe. And there we are. Alrighty, so here's what our shoreline looks like. Got a little prickly pear there. Got a fire pit here where somebody else has used it. And somebody decided to throw a backcountry meal into the bushes. I'll have to take it out or some shit. Somebody had a fire here too. This is what our surrounding land looks like. I think I'll climb that mountain tomorrow. Or, I don't know, I'm probably not making it tonight. Because it is like 3:30. So, as near as I can tell, this is the highest point on this inlet. At least within like 20 or 30 feet. It looks like a suitable spot for a campsite. But do I want my campsite more by like the shore? Well, this seems as suitable as a location as any other for my tent. I'm gonna get that set up. All right, it's 4:32. Got my seat set up, and I'm ashamed to admit that during setup, I realized my water sealing bag was not water sealing, or at least not the way I folded it. Yeah, I ended up having some leakage into some of my gear, like my sleeping bag and my chair, some of my food. Nothing's completely like unusable, like food-wise, but I am going to have to dry my sleeping bag with the remaining sunlight left in the day, which is probably an hour and a half. But I mean, I'm in Arizona here. It's pretty dry. You would think. If it doesn't dry, I'll just put like some hot river rocks in it, boil some up on a fire. I'm gonna eat some lunch. Then I will probably get some firewood, and we'll see you after that. Well, I ate lunch, grabbed some firewood, watched the sun go down, tried to get my fire started. Lo and behold, my firewood is all wet because I am near the bank of a lake. I should have thought of that, but I didn't. So, I'm gonna check. It looks like my sleeping bag is fine from what I can tell. It doesn't seem super damp, so I think I'm gonna zip it up and probably go to bed, or at least get in my tent for the night. Well, I'm using the strobe light to give myself lighting. For the record, I don't believe it is 7 o'clock, and it is pitch black. Like, so dark you can't even see in front of you. I think I'm gonna listen to an audiobook and probably drift off to sleep. I'll see you in the morning for breakfast. Finally, after literally waiting like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I can finally see that sunset coming above that mountain. Good morning. It is about 8 o'clock at Saguaro Lake, and I think it's time for a hike. Really pretty sunset, or not sunset, sunrise with that light. The light is coming from in front of where the camera is, over there, towards behind. But it's reflecting off this rock behind me, and it creates a really pretty scene. I think I'll be saying bye to camp for now. I'm not sure. Do I want to hike that mountain that's in the sun, or do I want to hike that mountain that's more of a rocky face? Because if I hike that mountain, I'd be in the sun, I'd be real comfortable to eat my breakfast. But that mountain would probably look cooler. I guess both of them will be at higher elevation, so they'll both have sun on one end of them. Alright, I think that's a cooler looking mountain. I just gotta be honest. So I think I'll be hiking up that one, if I can find a trail. Cut through here. This is why I don't like hiking in Arizona. People decide to leave their random shit on the ground and think it's okay because you're in a desert. Nobody's gonna notice. I notice. Stop doing it. Thanks. At long last, I finally found sunlight. Oh, jeez. That's nice. Nice desert landscape, which we love. Back on the trail. Not too worse for wear. Oh. I guess that's where the ravine that I was in goes. Alright, now, let's see. My plan is to get as close as I can to that rock and see if I can find some way to climb it or hike up it or something. Point is, I will be eating some oatmeal on that rock. Mark my words. Getting close now, at least it looks like it. Go here. Oh, good shit. Here we go. Now all I gotta do is get to that rock. It's like 10 feet in front of me, but I just can't find the path. Well, looks like we didn't bring any water for our breakfast, which was going to be these stroop waffles, green tea, and porridge. So, we got to the rock, we're gonna have to settle for the stroop waffles. But look at that view, man. Four Peaks looking out there, Salt River, cacti, amazing. Well, that's our camp right down there, that tent. I think I'm gonna get off this rock, get over back to the lake, and see if I can get some water, make this porridge. There we go. Camp, at last! Back, had some breakfast, got camp teared down, and I got everything loaded back into my water sealing bag. Now we're gonna follow these directions to a T, and I'll let you know if the waterproofing actually works when I get to the other side of this lake. House needs to shine. Almost there. Alrighty, moment of truth. Did all my shit get wet? A little got in there. Is that all wet? No. No, so it's just minor stuff. So my seal was a little bit better than going out to the inlet. Well, here we are, back on land, and that concludes the kayak camping trip of, what day is it? I don't know, end of January of 2025. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Stay tuned for more.